Hi everybody, Jessie here from JessieBanks.com and welcome back to another video. So today I have for you a fun one here using MFT's Squirrels stamp set. I do believe this was their August release. I believe so. Don't count me on that. I did a lot of talking in this video. I was in a weird place and mood, and yeah, so that's why my hands are flailing around. I'm hoping that this video's voiceover doesn't cut out after 3 minutes. I'm really not sure what happened with the previous video. It is unlisted. If you find it in any of the groups it was posted in or over on my blog, you can still watch it, but I only talk until 3 minutes and then it's gone. I'm really not sure why. So I'm starting off by stamping this adorable little stamp here from the Squirrel stamp set onto Neenah's Solar White 80-pound cardstock, and I am pulling out my Copics. I have not colored with my Copics in probably a month or more, so I felt a little bit rusty. Just giving my stamp a quick clean here. So I felt a little bit rusty, and it's something I really haven't been doing much of, so it was different. It was really nice to pull out my markers again. I've been in kind of a funk and not really sure what to make or anything of that nature, so it was nice to pull everything out and do something that I haven't been using in a while. So I'm hoping to film more videos and spend more time in the craft room. I've been cleaning and organizing and all that fun stuff, but I've got a couple cards I gotta zip off today. So we're going to color up these little guys here now. I tried to put the markers to the side. I don't really know if I did because I'm babbling a whole lot to myself in my basement. I was initially going to put up like a real-time... This one sped up 2.5 times the original speed. So I was going to put up a real-time video, and I was blabbering on about how I've been in a funk and how I haven't been making things that I felt up to standards and blah, 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 woe is me type deal. And I don't want to post that on my channel. So I just cranked up the speed, and this is what you're getting. So I'm starting off by coloring in all of the lighter parts of the Squirrels using E43, 42, 41, and E40 to give it that lighter color. I did use E40s as well for the darker. You'll see I use E47, 44, and 43. I might even pull in a little 42. I'm not 100% sure. But I pull out those darker colors and you can see my hand goes, that's when I'm babbling. Babbling about nothing, but that's okay. It's okay. I'm getting back into things and I'm going to start making more videos, as you can see, and hoping that I can keep up with it and just feel more like I'm producing the types of cards that I want to be making, because I really do love card making and it's something I truly enjoy. So I'm going in again with my darker colors. I work dark to light in my coloring and I only usually do one coat of color. I do go in with a second coat on certain ones in this card just to kind of smooth out some of the texture I was having. Like I said, I'm a little rusty with my markers, so I took a little bit of extra work in order to get it to where I wanted it to be this time. I color up the big guy first and then I'll do the little guy second. So I hope everybody's wonderful and having a great time. It's Thanksgiving here in Canada. It's Sunday. We did Thanksgiving dinner yesterday at my grandmother's house. So I hope if you're having Thanksgiving dinner, you're enjoying it. Everything's great. The turkey's awesome, or ham or pierogies or whatever you're eating is fantastic. Mine was wonderful, by the way. I don't eat turkey, but I love the stuffing. My grandma makes a rice stuffing with bacon and celery in it, and it's just really good. So I'm going to add in this E43 and then we'll pull out the E42. This stamp set is so cute. When MFT sneak peeked this one, I was like, I must own it. I must have it. So I bought it because I'm a sucker for MFT stamps, in case you guys have never noticed. So we got that one all colored up. You can see I'm a little bit messy. I'm out of the lines a little bit. I'll go in with the lighter color and fix that as best I can. Like I said, I haven't been using my markers as much as I used to, so my coloring isn't quite where I'd like it to be, but it'll get better. It'll come back as I do more with them. Adding a little black into the nose, and then I'm going to come in with some pink in the mouth and the ears. I think I decided I wanted that a little darker, so I pulled out a different pink after. I'm not 100% positive. So now I'm just leveling out the color on his head a little bit and tail, because I thought it looked a little splotchy. Sometimes going back in with a second coat will help fix those transitions between your darker colors and your lighter colors. Now I'm going in on this little guy who's whispering in the other guy's ear. This stamp set is so cute, you guys. And again, it's the same thing. We're working dark to light. And I'm putting in, and I pointed at the camera. I'm not sure what I was talking about, but I pointed at you guys, so hi. like I said, I hope everybody's been doing very well and that you're enjoying your card making and enjoying your family and enjoying your holiday if it's a holiday for you, because I know I'm going to enjoy tomorrow off. Yeah, it's super fun. So now that we got this guy all colored in, we're just going to finish him up. And I'll come back once he's fussy cut out. And I do re-outline all of my images with, I think I used a Copic multi-liner this time. It all depends on what black pen I have closest. Once the coloring is done, I'm not worried about it being a Copic friendly marker or not, because I'm not going to color Copic markers over top. I did use a Copic multi-liner this time though. So now that he's all cut out, I have another piece of Nina cardstock here cut down to 4 by 5 1/4, and I pulled out this Ray of Light stencil from MFT, and I'm going to pull out a couple Distress ink colors. I did pull out 4 to start. I pull out Broken China, Tumbled Glass, Spun Sugar, and Picket Fence. And I end up leaving Picket Fence completely off, and I didn't need the Broken China either. I could have done it with just the Spun Sugar and Tumbled Glass to achieve the look I was after, but you'll see that here. So we're going to pull those apart and just do some ink blending over top of this stencil. I didn't pull the stencil all the way to the bottom because I wanted to stamp the sentiment on some white. I will die cut some grass out after with a grass die I have from CC Designs, and add that at the bottom just to give him a little bit of grounding. So I'm blending that Broken China into the Tumbled Glass, and then I'm going to pull out the Spun Sugar. I think I pulled both out at the start, but I start with the Spun Sugar, and then I decide I don't want to go any darker, so I just use Spun Sugar on the entire thing because I didn't want it to be, I didn't want the darker pink. I thought this one had enough pigment in it. So these are the Distress Oxides. So when you splash water on them, they do a little bit of a different effect as opposed to your standard Distress inks. They give it kind of like a milky look around it. They're really neat. If you haven't played with them, they're super fun. I love them. I love all my Distress inks, Oxides. They all make me happy. So I'm going to add a little bit more of the blue, and then I'll go over the pink one more time. And once that's done, we will remove the stencil. Maybe? Yeah. So we're going to pull the stencil off here, and then I just give it a quick cleanup because I have a little bit of pink that went underneath there, and all I do is actually, once I planned out the entire layout of the card, it gets covered by one of the squirrels, so I wasn't stressing about it. But I do have a little sand eraser that I could have used to lift that pigment off, and you wouldn't have even noticed it. Those sand erasers from Tombow are really great. I thoroughly enjoy them. So now I pulled out crushed paper, or old paper and crushed olive, and I'm going to ink up this little hilly grass that I die cut with that CC Designs die. Starting with the old paper on top, and then I'm going to add a bunch of the crushed olive on the bottom just to yellow it up a little bit. I like yellow toned greens. Always have. They're kind of my favorite to play with. Then I'll just take this and cut it off. Oh no, I add water first because I wanted it to have the same sort of splashy effect as I did on the background. Check it out. Now I'm going to cut it off. I took the tallest point on the hill and lined it up to 1.5 inches. And then we'll tape that down onto the background here after I plan this all out. See, I was debating on putting them underneath. I ended up popping them up on top. I decided I liked the way they looked on top a little bit better. When in the video, I like the way they look underneath a little better. So that's kind of funny, but no big deal. So I'm going to take some score tape here, and I'm going to start taping this together. We're going to put our grass on top. And then I'll add our sentiment, which says, "Squirrel, oh nuts, I missed your birthday." Because I think it's hilarious, because I am very like shiny things. And I get preoccupied, and then I don't accomplish what I was going to. My head's in the way. Like for this, I was supposed to be cleaning the craft room. I made a card, because that's what I do. But I have a little bit of baker's twine here. It is like a white and a craft brown color. And we're going to wrap that around and tie it in a little knot just to give a little bit of definition to the bottom. Also, that green panel I actually taped on crooked. So putting the string on actually hides how crooked the string actually is. So I use that to my advantage. Just taping that down on the back side. And then we'll tie it in a little knot on the front. I played with a bow, and I had left the one tail of the string too big to get a bow. it was just going to be too tiny, so I decided to loop it around again and just tie a knot and cut them off and have them string out. And then we will, do I tape it down first? I might tape it down first. I tape it down onto my 4 1/4 by 5.5 inch top folding card base. So I just took an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, cut it in half vertically and folded it in half, and that gives me a top folding card. So we'll tape that down and then we'll pop our little squirrels up on top, and that will be the end of the card. So I will have all of the products linked in the description box below, as always. And if you guys aren't subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to subscribe. Thumbs up if you guys enjoyed the video and could hear me the whole way through, because that would be awesome. If you have any questions or comments, definitely leave them down below. I love hearing from you guys. I truly appreciate that you take your time out of your day. There will be a video popping up at the end of this one of something that YouTube recommends for you guys to see. Also, my face will help you subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys very soon in another video. Have a great day. Bye for now.